Well, good morning and welcome. This is Oliver coming to you from y'all by the sea here in Ireland, over here in Europe, and it is a cold day, but at least the wind has stopped today. Now, normally we go over and we have a look at the Sudoku, the Diabolical Sudoku from the Telegraph, but there was none there today. There was none there last week, so I'm going to continue with one from SudokuDotcom, which I've modified to make it a little bit more difficult. Hopefully not too difficult. Now here it is, and I'm going to change the format as well. Down below in the comments you're going to find links to each one of the chapters, if there are chapters, so that you can jump forward to different bits as we go along. You don't have to sit and watch me doing the boring stuff. You can skip along, okay? Anyway, I've been talking to some people and they asked me if I could go through the beginning of it in a little bit more detail when I go through the Snyder pairs and the unique. So let's try and do that here. Okay. I'm using a Sven's Sudoku pad, by the way. Very good. It's, I don't know what it costs, but it's very, very cheap. Double click and it makes it easy to put in the Snyders. So for example, if you hold the control key, you can then highlight the ones that are filled up, which means we have a 1 here. That was easy. That's a unique. Okay, continue with the 2s. Oh, there's only 1 2. I hope this isn't going to be too difficult now. 3s, that I didn't make it too difficult for everybody. That's well, we can't have a 3 there, we can't have a 3 here, so there's 3 more there, so that's no good. 4s, 4. Nothing good coming from the 4 either by the looks of it. 5s, down here, so we can get 2 5s in here. It's important to put in these Snyder pairs. You'll see it later on when we're trying to fill in what you call them, those little chains and stuff like that. It's great to have them set in already. 5s, check 5s again. So we have 5s there, across there, so we can have 2 here. Now normally I put the 5s in the corners, and I'll put the other ones in the center. 5, 6, nothing there, nothing there. No, wait, now we've got that and that, so we can have 2 6s here and here. 7s, nothing there, so 2 7s here. And now I'm not really good at this software. I've only started using it recently, so we can't have a 7 there, we can't have a 7 there, and we now have a 5-7 pair. If you haven't come across pairs before, I'm going to put a link up top right hand corner there to pairs. Worthwhile knowing the basics before you get involved in anything else. What were we doing? We're doing 7s, was it? Must have been. 7 subs there, and we did 7 over there, 7 down, nothing, and nothing there. 7 8s. I have to say we're not getting all that much, but again you can see here can't be there, can't be there, so we're going to have our 2 8s up here. Corners 8s, and we got 3. No, here we're going to have again there 2 8s. We're filling it up, but fairly slowly. We've only got 1 so far, which is very disappointing. Nothing there. Oh, wait a minute. We can't have a 9 down there. Can't have a 9 across here, and we already have these 2 basically filled out. They'll be a 5 and a 7, which means the 9 must be there. So that's where putting in these Snyder pairs helped us out quite a lot. And with a 9 here and here means we now have Snyder pair of 9s here. So let's just check 9s again. Up this way we have not there, not there, not there, so we have a pair there. And that's about it, I think. Oh wait, now we now have there, so we've got a Snyder pair in here of 9s. Now at this stage you should really just go back, check everything again, make sure you haven't left out anything, like I've left out something here. Pair here of ones. They're okay. Up this way, no good there. Up that way, well, there you go. Can't be there, can't be there. So we have, oops. So now this is known as a pointing pair. So we have two ones there, which means we can't have ones anywhere else now on this column. So we can't have it there, there, or there. And that means we're going to have ones here, which is another pair, which might help us again at some stage. I like to color them pink for the house, and this orangey brown for columns, and then I do a green for rows, just so I know where they were formed and what they were used for. I can't remember where I was now. Oh, we're doing the ones. Okay, so we've done the ones here, here, here. Now look at that, one there, so we can't have a 1 there, which means that must be an 8, and this must be a 1. And now I get rid of my colors out of that now. 1 1 1 up there, 1 1 1 1 1 here, 1 here, no, 1 here, 1 here, that done. 2s, 3s, 4s. Well, on the 4 now we can see can't be there, can't be there, and we know it can't be in these two, so the 4s are going to be in these two places here. Now if we check 4 again, pointing pair here, so we can't have a 4 here, here, or here, which means it must be in these two here. So it's important to get these Snyders and uniques right at the very beginning. 5s, no change there. 6s, well, this is interesting. 6, 6, so they must be, since they can't be here, and we're going to have another pair here for the cell, and it's going to be a 6, and that'll be true for both the house itself and also for the column. Now we have an interesting here. We've this set up as a 4 6. There's only 2 cells left in this column here, so they can only be, we already have 1, we don't have 2 or 3, we have 4 5 6 7 8 9. So they're going to be 2 and 3, and they will only be colored browny orange because they've nothing to do with houses, they're just to do with a column. Right, we were doing, I can't remember what we were doing at the time. I think we were doing 6, wasn't it? Yes, 6. So we have a 6 here because of this. We have a 6 here, which means 6 is going to be here or here, and that's going to be another pair, and true for house and column. And any more 6s? 6 across here, no, 6 up here, and 6 across, we've done. That's all the 6s. 7s, nothing else there. 8s and 9. Right, now if we look at the houses, we can do a little bit more on the houses. For example, this one. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2, so that means 2 3 there. This one down here must also be a 2 3. And we now have a pair to do with the house. So that's to do with the house, whereas this one's to do with the house and the column. I wonder, can we do anything with this 3 in here? This one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That has to be 9. Can't be anything else. That was a lucky one. So that's a 9, which means this one is not going to be a 9. No, just on that. 9 9 9 9 9. So now we have 2 9s here. And in here now we're going to have what's it going to be? We have 1, we don't have 2, we don't have 3, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a 2, 3 pair, and it is a pair for the house, but this time it's a pair for a row. 2, 3. And, oh, this will not be a pair. It'll be some sort of a triple tied in with this one here. Oh, look at that. We have a 3 here, which means that must be a 2. And this is where our Snyder pairs come in very handy. That 2 gives us a 3 there, and a 2 there, and a 3 there, and a 2 there. Now, that was good. And look, we have those 2 done, which means up here, what are we missing in this column? Well, we have 1, 2, we're missing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is true for the house and for the column. Now, that's about all you can really do in terms of the uniques and the Snyders. And what I normally do after that is I'll go and look at either rows, columns, or houses that just have 2 empty cells, or at a push 3 empty cells. But I can't see, actually, they're all, the smallest one is 4, isn't it? So I'll tell you what, I'll just show you what I do just quickly. I highlight those cells. So I'm looking now at this row, row 4, and I'm going to just type in into the middle what's missing. What's missing there is 2, now this is in terms of the row, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So there's 4 possibilities for 4 cells. That makes sense. Now we then start looking at, for example, these 2 are in a house, and what's in the house? Well, there's a 3 and a 5. Well, there you go, that's handy. We can make that now into a house row pair. There's a 2, 7 missing there. That 2, 7 gets rid of 2 7s here, leaving a 3, 5, but we have a 3 here, which means that must be a 5. And this must be a 3. So now I think we've got a fair amount done now, haven't we? I'm wondering, can we do anything else before we call it a day? It'd be nice to clear up some of these if it was possible. 7s, 5, 4s. This one here. Okay, 6 can't be along here, and 6 can't be along here, so 6 must be here. Isn't that right? Oh, look, what's wrong with me? Is 6 there? This had to be a 4 all along. That's a 4, and that's a 6. Yeah, that's it. And you know what? I'll just get rid of these colours here while I'm at it. We've used those colours, and we're finished. And that's it, done. Okay, you know what? Enough done at this stage. We've done the Snyders and the uniques, and I think that's enough. What we'll have to do next is go and put in all the possibles and then use more advanced techniques to try and finish off this puzzle. So what do we do? I'll tell you what, I'm going to finish off this video now. If you like it, don't forget to give either thumbs up, comments, subscribe if you can. And click the bell there so you know when the next thing is coming out. I'll put up in the eye up there in the top right hand corner. If you click on that eye, there should be a link there to the part 2 in this series. Alright, so till we meet again, Slán Tamil.